Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCSG81 and today I'm going to do a comparison review between this Mafex Josh Whedon Justice League Superman versus this Zack Snyder Mafex Justice League Superman. And without further ado, let's take a look at the overall look for both of the figure, and from here we can see that somehow they both looks different in terms of the build. Some of you guys even say that this Zack Snyder's Superman have a better build in terms of like it's more muscular as compared to this skinny guy here. So let's find out whether that's true or not. In the naked eye, it just looks like both of them is exactly the same, except for the paint and the different colors of the cape. That's about it. So let's take a closer look and confirms that yes, I would say that both of them actually looks very similar. Even the skin tone is quite similar. You can see that this part here is slightly more pale, and they do remain the same thing over here for the skin tone. This actually proves that they reuse this body and just repaint into this guy here. Okay, so let's take a look at all the details. Yeah, nothing much have changed except for the paint. Yeah, it's really true that somehow it's just like dipping this figure into a black paint, but of course they do paint it very nicely. As you can see, this is gorgeous. This black Superman is really gorgeous. And let's take a look at the back. Yeah, it looks exactly the same. Even the patterns of the suit is exactly the same, so nothing much have changed, seriously. Now let's debunk the myth of whether are they actually using a different type of chest to make this guy look more muscular. So let's measure it up. So this guy chest is around 3 centimeters wide, and let's take a look at this guy here. Yeah, let's take a look. Sorry to disappoint you guys, is exactly the same, 3 centimeters as well. So somehow the black paint just makes him looks more muscular, but they're actually of the same body mold. And one more thing I'm pretty curious about is whether they actually improve the skin tone. Yes, as you can see, the older Superman does have a very pale skin tone, and this one, I think they did improve it. You can see that the paint is better, more human-like skin tone. And of course, we'll take a look at the head. So like, wow, it's quite different actually. It looks identical, but it's different. You can already see that they have improved the Henry Cavill likeness for this new one, and this one is still like a very pale guy. But to be fair, this guy actually released quite some time ago. I think at least 3 years ago maybe, because I remember having this guy even before I have this YouTube channel. Yeah, it's quite long ago. And there's also a difference here. You can see the hair is different. This Zack Snyder Superman hair is combed to the right side, while this Josh Whedon Superman is combed to the left side. Yeah, so that's the difference there. And of course, the skin tone for this Zack Snyder Superman is a much better one, and this one is rather pale. And another difference I noticed is that for the cape, this portion for the Zack Snyder Superman seems to have some different. I think they added something over here to make it looks like it's, you know, floating up. As compared to this one, you can see that it just draped on the shoulders naturally. This one looks better. And now we'll take a look at the cape, of course. And yeah, this time around I think there isn't any improvement. It exactly feels like the same material, even the bandy wire. Okay, to be fair, the Zack Snyder's bandy wire seems a little bit stronger as compared to this one from the Josh Whedon Superman. It looks a little bit weak, as you can see. Yeah, this one seems to have more tractions when you actually bend it. Yeah, this one is very weak, so that's the only difference. As for the material, yeah, very much the same. Of course, the different colors of the cape. So for the overall look, both of them are having the same body, just a different paint. This one have a better skin tones and a different hairstyle, as well as the bandy wire for the cape is slightly stronger bandy wire as compared to this guy here. And also there is something being implemented on the shoulder here that makes the cape kind of float up, which is not that nice in my opinion. I kind of like this one better because you can see this one really drape it over the shoulders nicely. Okay, so for the articulations, I've actually posed them the same way, and I have also checked out all the joints. Everything is the same because it is the same body after all. And the reason why this new Superman seems to be able to bend down further down as compared to this one is not because of the articulations. It is because this guy here, like I say, it is pretty old now, and the joints on his foot especially, you can see, is gotten pretty loose over time. Yeah, so that's why he can't really support the stand as well as this guy here, because this is still brand new. So these two guys are exactly the same when it comes to the articulations. And now let's move on to the accessory for both of them. Like I said in my previous video, I did mention that this Joss Whedon's Superman did come with an extra set of hands, which is this one here, slightly open hand. I believe it's for him to grab onto his cape. And this Zack Snyder Superman does comes with an additional head, which is this laser eyes head. Okay, so that's about it. The only difference between these two when it comes to the accessories. So we have seen just now the difference between these two neutral expression heads. Now let's compare between the angry look heads, and you can really see Henry Cavill over this Zack Snyder Superman. Yeah, it looks much better as compared to this old one. And needless to say, for this Zack Snyder Superman angry look heads with the mouth open, yeah, I think this one actually resembles Henry Cavill more as compared to these older ones. And next we'll take a look into the scale, and again some of you guys actually mentioned this Zack Snyder Superman does looks a little bit taller when compared to this Joss Whedon Superman. I do think that this is true because from this look itself you can really tell that this Zack Snyder Superman is slightly taller. So let's put them side by side, and yes, somehow the Zack Snyder Superman is slightly taller. So let's see where it comes from. It could be that they are using a longer pack to connect between this upper torso and the abdomen, so that it will actually push the heights up a bit, yeah, as compared to this one you can see. So the final verdict for this comparisons video, I'm not going to say which one is better and which one is not. Basically the difference, as you can see right over here, yeah, so they are almost everything is identical. Articulations, even the body mold is the same, just that a different paint. The newer Superman, of course, you have a better skin tones, kind of different hairstyle, better bendy wires. Nevertheless, this could be the iconic ones that a lot of you guys actually wanted, because he's still wearing the very iconic Superman suit. Wow, this one is also very good in terms that this is one and only black suit Superman that is on the big screen itself. And this figure could also be the last portrayal of Henry Cavill as Superman in a full-scale movie. So there you have it guys. I do hope you find this comparison video useful for you, and I also hope you answer some of your questions about the differences between these two guys. And most importantly is I hope you enjoy it, and I'll catch you again in my next video.